left my doctor's appointment card on the kitchen counter, and when my boyfriend saw it, he asked me why I was cheating on him. I laughed because I thought he was messing with me, but his face stayed completely serious. Charles, it's just my annual exam, I said. Every woman has to get checked once a year. He threw the card back on the counter and asked if the doctor was male. I told him yes, and he let out this bitter laugh. So you've been letting another man put his hands in you? He said. I felt my chest tighten because I realized he wasn't joking. I explained that it was a medical professional checking for cancer and health issues. Don't play dumb with me, he said. You knew exactly what you were doing, and you hid it from me. I reminded him that I told him about the appointment last week, and he cut me off. You said you had a doctor's appointment, he said. You didn't mention another man would be examining you down there. He stepped closer and pointed at me. We both know what really happened in that exam room, and it makes me sick. Charles started pacing. Call them right now and cancel every appointment you have with that pervert, he said. I'm not doing that, I said. I have a follow-up in 2 weeks. He got in my face. Why can't you miss it? He demanded. I explained they found abnormal cells on my cervix, and I needed treatment. Oh, how convenient, he said. Now suddenly you have a medical emergency to justify letting him touch you. He started scrolling on his phone. There are 3 female gynecologists within 20 miles, he said. You're switching to one today, or we're done. I told him you can't just switch doctors in the middle of treatment. I don't give a damn, Charles yelled. What kind of girlfriend spreads her legs for another man? Do you have any idea how disrespected I feel? I sat down at the kitchen table. It's an important medical exam to check for cervical cancer, I said. Millions of women get this done every year or they die. He slammed his hand on the counter. You let another man stick his fingers inside you and you didn't even think about how that would make me feel. I pointed out he never mentioned having a problem with doctors before. I shouldn't have to tell you that my girlfriend's body belongs to me, he said. I stood up. If the situation was reversed, I'd tell you to go to whatever doctor you needed, I said. His face went red. That's different and you know it, he said. You're making excuses because you know what you did was disgusting. I took a deep breath and got ready to tell him the truth. Charles, those abnormal cells on my cervix were cancerous, I said. I have cervical cancer. He stared at me for about 10 seconds. So? You should have thought about that before you cheated on me, he said. I made him repeat it because I couldn't believe what I just heard. You should have thought about that before you spread your legs for another man, he said slower and louder. Now you're trying to use your cancer to manipulate me. I asked if he was actually serious. Dead serious, he said. You made your choice when you let him examine you, and now you have to live with the consequences. I told him the consequence was cancer and I needed treatment from a specialist. Yeah, and whose fault is that, he said. If you had found a female doctor from the start, maybe this wouldn't have happened. I stared at him in complete shock. You think I got cancer because a male doctor examined me? I asked. He shrugged. I'm just saying that actions have consequences. Maybe if you had asked my permission first, we could have prevented this. I felt something inside me break completely. I literally have cancer, I said. He rolled his eyes. And I have a girlfriend who cheated on me, he said. We both have problems, and they are both your fault. I walked to the bedroom and grabbed my phone and keys. Where do you think you're going? Charles yelled after me. I came back to the doorway. I'm leaving. We're done, I said. He laughed. You're not going anywhere, he said. We're going to sit down and talk until you admit what you did was wrong. I looked at him standing there like he had any authority over me. If you actually think a medical exam for cancer is cheating, then you're going to die alone. He tried to follow me, but I held up my hand. Don't come any closer, I said. I got in my car and backed out while he stood on the porch yelling about how I was being dramatic. He texted me that night saying he'd be willing to take me back if I promised to only see female doctors for my cancer treatment. I blocked his number and confirmed my appointment for the following week.